First, we'll go to EzyBudget.in. We will click on login. If we have an account, we can directly log in, or else we will create a new account by clicking on sign up. First, we'll give our first name, we'll give our last name, we will give our email address, and even we'll give our phone number, and we will generate a password. And we'll click on continue. To successfully create an account, we have to verify the OTP received to our email and even the phone number. First we will enter the OTP that is received to our email and the OTP that is received to our phone number. Now our account has been created successfully. So now we will go to the dashboard. In the dashboard page, we have an option here to create an add new account. So I will click on add new account and I will give the account name as my name as a savings account, and the account type will be savings, and I will keep the initial balance as 10,000, and I will make it as a default account, and I will click on create account. Now our account has been created successfully, and you can see the account name here. When I click on the Sagar savings account, it will be redirected to our account name page where we can see our income, where we have spent our money, where the amount has received, all that. So we can't see anything right now because there is no transaction set. So first we'll add a transaction. I'll click on add transaction. I will keep the type as expense and I will give the amount as 200. If we have multiple accounts, we can select the particular account from here. For now we will go to the category. Think that I have spent 200 on my food, so I will select food. It will be on Jan 10th and I will give the food item as a description. Now I will click on create transaction. Now the transaction has been created successfully. So now we'll go back to the dashboard. As we can see that the date, the description and the category, that is food, and the amount is in red color, so that means it is an expense. For example, think that I will add an income transaction. So first again we will go back to the add transaction. This time I will take the type as income and I will make it as 1000. You can select the category. I will select other income and I will give the description as, supposing that I have received this amount as a pocket money. So I will give the description as pocket amount and I will click on create transaction. The transaction has been added successfully. As you can see that green color represents the income and red color represents the expense. Now we will create a recurring transaction. So for that again we will go to the end transaction. Think that we have an expense of 999 and it will be type of utilities, and description I will give as Wi-Fi bill. every month the Wi-Fi bill will be of 999, so I'll make it as recurring, and for every month it will deduct 999 as a expense. So I will select the date and I'll make it as recurring transaction. The interval will be monthly though, so the bill will be generated every month. So I will click on monthly recurring interval and I will create transaction. The transaction created successfully. As you can see that the Wi-Fi bill will be of recurring transaction which will be generated monthly. You can see here the next date will be February 1st. So the next month it will automatically add as an expense of 999. Supposing that you have entered a wrong transaction, you want to edit that. Supposing that the amount for the food was 500, so I'll just click on edit. I will make it as 500 and I will click on update transaction. Transaction updated. As you can see that the amount has been updated. Now let us go back to the dashboard page. Suppose think that you have a budget of 10,000 every month, so you want to track where you have spent all the money. So I will first set a monthly budget, that is 10,000. When I enter the monthly budget of 10,000, it will show us the progress card, how much money we have spent till now. So we have spent amount 500 this month, so it will show as the progress. Suppose think that you have reached the percent of 80%, you have reached almost 80%, then you will receive a mail saying that where you have spent most of the money through our AI. Suppose think that you have one more account by the company name. It will be of current account type and the initial balance will be 10,000 and I will create account. Suppose think that if you are going on a company work, then you need to log all the details where you have spent the money, like the fuel expense, the food expense, all that. So when you turn on this company account, automatically the Sagar savings account will be deactivated and the company account will be activated. Even to see the company's account recent transaction, you can select the company account here. There are no transaction set, so it is showing an empty. For the savings account, it will show all the recent transactions and the amount where you have spent. Suppose I will again go into the savings account. Now I want to add a transaction, but it is in the form of bill. Every time we can't add all the details manually, right? So we have an scan the receipt with AI. We have an AI scanner where it will detect the total amount and all the items that you have purchased. We will show this with a mobile example. Now go to the savings account. In the savings account, click on add transaction. Now click on scan receipt with AI. You can scan any of the invoice or the receipt and click on use photo. automatically the all the details of the invoice will be added in the inputs. For example, the total amount is 2241, and as you can see that in the description, even all the items that were in the invoice has been displayed in the description, and even the invoice date will be scanned automatically. As you can see this, every item of the invoice has been added in the description. Now you can choose the category related to the invoice and click on create transaction. The transaction has been created successfully. Now you can see in the dashboard where the transaction has been added with all the descriptions, the invoice date, and the total amount. This is how we can use AI to scan the receipts or invoices.